to a new episode of Dinosaurs and Mysteries. So in this episode we are nice and warm inside because the weather is awful. Now in this episode I wasn't sure whether to do an episode on dinosaurs or on cryptids, right? And I've had people actually vote on my poll online, and actually the same amount of people voted for dinosaurs and cryptids. So there is a cryptid that I've made the link before between dinosaurs and being a cryptid, and I can't believe I've never once talked about it. And this is the cryptid called Mokele-Mbembe. Now, if you're into cryptids, you would have heard of this. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So Mokele-Mbembe means the one who stops the flow of rivers. So when you hear that, you think, well, it must be something quite big. And from what the reports are, you are right. So Mokele-Mbembe is an alleged huge quadruped herbivore that lives in the Congo River basin, and it is alleged to have brown, smooth skin. It's got a long neck, and it's either got one horn or one tooth. Now, there are several descriptions of this. Now, the reason why it's ironic that I've not covered this dinosaur, there you go, why I've not covered this cryptid yet, is because it is very, very sounds like the description of an Apatosaurus or Brontosaurus, whichever one you want to use. Now, I don't know why I've not covered this yet, but it's really interesting. So the first instance, or the first report of this, is there was a book published. Now, I've just got a note of it here. Lungfish and the Unicorn. Now, this was brought out in 1941, and this is the first reference to this cryptid. Now, the reference is from someone who apparently witnessed it in 1913, and he described this creature that he saw, but then it was published in this 1941 book. So this is the first time that it's actually been put out there. Now, it is dominantly guides and locals that see this creature. So what does this creature do? Well, it's a herbivore, so you wouldn't think it would host that much of a threat if it is actually there. Now, although it's a herbivore, guides and locals have said that area, the area of the Congo River where it's been sighted and where it allegedly lives, to approach it with great caution, regardless of it being a herbivore, because it is a massive creature. It's like a dinosaur. That's what they say. Now, this creature, with how big it is, you'd think that if the locals are seeing it, then other people must see it as well. Tourists, for example, people that actually go seeking out these cryptid creatures, must have some kind of an experience, whether it's a footprint or they catch a glimpse of something, or awaken the waves in the Congo River. But they don't. So there is a theory that this is all local to the area, folklore and superstition. But there are people that have in the past, dominantly in decades gone by, that have said that they've seen it, or they've seen a strange breaks in the Congo River. And there are specific rivers that run through that area that allegedly it tends to gravitate towards. Now, another interesting thing is that some people think that it might not be actually a living, breathing animal. It might be a spirit. Now, this could be, when you think about it, this could be a decent explanation. Again, sounds absolutely mad if you're not into this kind of thing. But a spirit of what? A spirit of a dinosaur, a spirit of an Apatosaurus, a spirit of a Brontosaurus. Now, we see these cryptids all over the world. Well, not everyone, but cryptids, strange creatures are seen all over the world in different types of forms. Now, one theory is, are they actually there, or are we seeing glimpses of a creature from the past, or from a different time or a different dimension even. Now, what if the Mokele-Mbembe is just that? What if it's a spirit? So when people witness it, they're actually witnessing something from sort of mid to late Jurassic period. You just never know. But then there are people that think it's an actual flesh and blood creature, and it's just the Congo can it be extremely dense and deep in terms of the jungle and the rivers that run through there, that it is possible that it is there, a living creature, and it's just only seen every now and then. And that is what these reports are of this alleged dinosaur-like cryptid monster, Mokele-Mbembe. Now, there are some explanations, rational explanations, you would say, for what could actually be responsible for these sightings. And one explanation is that it's elephants crossing the river with their trunks protruding out of the water, and their trunks protruding out of the water looks like a long neck with a small mouth on top. Now, my only problem with that theory is that then what people describe as Mokele-Mbembe, the neck and head would be a lot bigger than an elephant's trunk. So I think the size doesn't quite add up on that theory. It is a good theory, though. The other theory is a black rhino, which I believe might be extinct in that area as of now. If not, I know they're critically endangered. But a black rhino has also been thrown out there as a possible explanation for Mokele-Mbembe, especially regarding the one horn or one tooth aspect of the many descriptions of what Mokele-Mbembe actually is. So what do you think? Do you think Mokele-Mbembe is something to be taken seriously in terms of cryptids? Do you think that there could be a large quadruped herbivore that resembles an Apatosaurus actually in the Congo? Or do you think it's possible that there could be a spirit of one or spirits of them in that area that are seen quite regularly by the locals and the local tour guides that take for that show tourists and visitors around the area? I think out of all the cryptids, I think this is the one. This one definitely is, in terms of it looking a lot like a dinosaur, and when you're taking the spirit aspect of it, that some people think it might be a spirit, then it could be a spirit of a dinosaur. This certainly is quite a unique one, and I can't believe I've not spoke about it yet, considering my channel is Dinosaurs and Mysteries, and I talk about dinosaurs and cryptids, and this is a bit of both. So anyway, let me know what you think. Do you think people are actually seeing a living, breathing creature, or do you think it's a spirit? Do you think it's they're seeing something from the past? Or do you think there's a rational explanation for it? Let me know in the comments below. Sorry I'm not out and about today, but the weather is awful, and you get to see a bit of my my dinosaurs and my little action figures and all that. So anyway, please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.